appeal to people who read the comics and people who just want to see the film.
That's
and
key.
might I also say that it was a great escapism for the time during the film.
Right.
It did not, it wasn't a downer. It was just a pure fun to watch.
I feel like to be successful, it has to be, like you said, standalone. That you could watch it on its own, and then also you have to like whoever's portraying, right? How many people have talked about Batman? Oh, I like this Batman. I didn't like that Batman, right?
Pedro Pascal is a very popular guy
He's in everything. All right, quick reminder, you can stream KTVU News anytime. Just download the Fox Local app for all your streaming devices. And stick around for Take Two. We'll have much more on today's news coming up right after this. Just scan the QR code you see right there on the side of your screen. Take care, everybody. All right, welcome to Take Two. Andre Senior here with Pam Cook. We've been following that shooting that happened at that casino in Reno, Nevada. We understand there's some sort of a press conference taking place right now. If there's some sound, we could take that and listen into perhaps what's going on here. You could see some investigators on the scene. And I believe if someone in the control room could tell me if these are live pictures from the scene. blur pictures. And I also want to let viewers who are watching know that we're also streaming live on our YouTube page right now, and you can comment and ask questions, and we can try to find out the answers for you as we continue to watch what's happening here. But what I can tell you about what happened here is this. All right, so authorities say there was a police-involved shooting at a casino and resort in Nevada. It happened this morning. Multiple people were hurt here. The person who apparently started all this is in custody. A Reno police spokesperson, his name is Chris Johnson, said that an adult man is in custody. He had been hospitalized. His condition is not known at this point. We understand here at this resort that multiple people were shot. This guy, Chris Johnson, added that their conditions are not immediately known. The shooting happened at about 7:30 this morning outside the casino, and it was in the valet area of this casino where it happened. The person says there was an officer-involved shooting. By the way, the casino is called the Grand Sierra Resort, if you know it. The police department warned residents to stay away from the area. Multiple emergency vehicles were on the scene. Several ambulances were seen. But from what we understand right now is that this actually happened outside the casino in the valet area, and police were forced to intervene at some point here and injure the person who was carrying out this shooting. The media post by the casino says my heart breaks for the victims, their families, and our entire community. Reno is strong, but we are not immune to the epidemic of gun violence gripping the nation. That was a social media post. So again, this shooting here at the Grand Sierra Resort Casino happening this morning, which is very early, but we understand when the first call went out at 7:25 this morning, police officers arrived within 3 minutes of the incident itself. And as we watch here in these live pictures from the scene, police investigators on the scene here trying to figure out exactly what went wrong and what triggered the shooting.
Right. The Reno Gazette-Journal right now is reporting that 2 people are dead, 4 are in the hospital. That the suspect was shot by police. I know our earlier reports that the suspect was injured. Don't really have any other information as to what led up to this. This is such an early shooting. It's early in the day, but I would imagine that there are going to be surveillance cameras. I mean, this is a casino. There's certainly a lot of surveillance and security cameras outside. We said this happened outside. There's maybe some of that we're looking at there, some of the different video that might become available. But again, the Reno Gazette-Journal reporting that the police shot the suspect, who's a man, taken to the hospital. The resort's Northwest Valet remains closed. Certainly a scene of investigation at this point. They're saying that the officers encountered the suspect shortly after an officer-involved shooting occurred. Suspect's condition not immediately available. But again, this is coming from the Reno Gazette-Journal. I believe they are there on site.
But here's the bottom line here. We have 2 reported people that are dead right now. 4 hospitalized in the shooting. One of the people shot here was shot by authorities, police who arrived on the scene. They say 3 minutes after this happened here this morning at just about 7:45. 4 people in total were transferred to the hospital. And of course, that included the suspect. I was reading a quote that a little earlier, and I mistakenly said that was from the casino. Actually, let's listen in here to see what this police officer is saying about the shooting.
Officers then located several victims of gunshot wounds and other injured parties that they began providing first aid and medical treatment to. REMSA and fire and medical team at the GSR all assisted with providing first aid, and we have several people that have been transported to the hospital. We don't have an update yet on exact numbers of injured people, and we don't have an exact number of their condition yet, or an exact description of their conditions yet, but we will later on.
And then how long do you guys expect to be on scene and have the area closed, and tell us where some of those closures are?
So after an officer-involved shooting, our partners, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office and Sparks Police Department, assist us in that investigation and take over that investigation to ensure that we have a fair, impartial, and a good understanding of what exactly happened here. So that's going to take several hours. That this area of the parking lot of the GSR will be closed. I would say it is, describe it as the northwest side of the lot. So this area will be closed for an extended period of time, but it is important to note that there are other ways to get into the GSR if you're coming here to work or if you're staying here. The other entrances will be open and accessible.
And then, are people still then allowed to go in and out of the casino? What parts of the casino are actually closed off to them? Where can they enter?
This front area and the valet area will be closed, so anything maybe on the Mill Street side is an area that can be accessed for people that are either staying here or checking in or are employees.
Is there a count on how many victims there were?
We don't have an exact count yet, and we have a variety of different levels of injuries, so we're trying to ensure that we have everybody accounted for before we provide that information as to how many victims there were in this. Also, we do have some people that self-transported to the hospital that left the scene, so we're trying to make sure that we have everybody accounted for and an exact idea of exactly what happened.
Okay. Is there any, clues or motives that are aware right now?
We do not have any information at this time. There was no information provided as to why this happened, just that there was an active shooter in this area that we responded to. I give a huge thank you to the Nevada Highway Patrol, Washoe County Sheriff's Office. They came out here and very quickly helped us secure the scene and identify any additional victims, and they're working hard on this investigation also.
Would you mind breaking the series of events down just one more time?
Yeah, we received the call at about 7:25 this morning of an active shooter at the GSR. Our officers responded and were on scene within minutes. Within between 4 and 5 minutes, we had the shooter located and an officer-involved shooting had occurred.
And then, who specifically will be taking over the investigation? Is it Washoe or is it Sparks?
Sparks PD is going to handle the investigation.
Was the suspect taken down outside of the casino or inside?
Yes, all of the shooting happened outside of the casino. Most of it occurred near the valet area, but the scene does extend over to the north side.
Again, sorry, you said that you're not sure about motives. Is there a potential this was gang related or not quite sure?
I have no information that this was gang related at this time. I do not have the suspect identified yet. When we do, we'll have more information about the motive, but at this point in time, I have no information at all. This is an active investigation. I would expect that the Sparks Police Department will provide more information later today about anything else that they glean from it, and then if there's any more information that we can put out. It's also important to note that we had several officers that were involved in this. They are all okay. They are minor injuries that appear not to be gunshot related, but we do have some minor injuries that they're being treated for, but they are all doing okay.
I'm good.
Anybody else? Yeah. Okay. Let us know if you need anything else.
Thank you.
All right, you're
Chris
just
will be
listening
the
to a
easiest point
press
of
conference
contact for
at
you.
that shooting outside the Grand Resort Casino in Reno, Nevada. It happened in the valet area outside. 4 people hospitalized. Several people were transported to the hospital. We'll keep following the story, of course. We're going to take a quick break here on Take 2 and be back right after this. Welcome back to Take Two. Andre Sr. here with Pam Cook. We've been following the issue over at SFO, where Saturday night the Contra Costa Sheriff, deputies from the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department, federal officials went into the cockpit of a flight that had just landed at SFO from Minneapolis and arrested one of the pilots. Turns out the SF Chronicle reporting that he's an East Bay resident, Tori Gaines. I think she's out at the scene. If we have her live out there to talk a little bit more, to talk a little bit more about what happened here. Tori, well, what do we know?
Yeah, good morning, guys. We don't know a whole lot just yet, but here's what we know so far. I mean, just think about that situation, right? You're on a plane, it lands, you get to the gate as expected, and all of a sudden 10 federal agents come on board. They handcuff your co-pilot and lead him off in cuffs. It's just a wild scenario for anyone to be in. We've been speaking with passengers this morning about how they might respond to something like that, and many of them said, you know, it would be a shocking thing. I would be worried, of course, about safety issues, about why the pilot was entrusted to fly the plane in the first place. So lots of questions still up in the air about this morning. Now, one thing that we did learn is that passengers are speaking with Fox about what they saw, and they said it was a really shocking sight. They said when those 10 agents came on, they said they were asked to stay in their seats after those agents came onto the plane, and then they went into the cockpit, pulled the co-pilot out in handcuffs. Now, what we don't know yet is the name of that pilot, how old he is, how long he's been working with Delta. Now, we did reach out to Delta as well as the Department of Homeland Security to learn more about this situation. We also have questions out to the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office, who says they will have an updated statement for us on this arrest today. So there's more information that's going to be coming about this throughout the day. Now, one thing we have learned so far is that that pilot was arrested on child sexual abuse charges. So there's some questions there about how this all happened, how long this has been going on. So lots of questions up in the air this morning, guys.
Yeah. And Tori, it seems like we were just chatting about this. I mean, child sex abuse charges, and we don't know the details, but certainly it really stands out that they felt the need to go on the plane, on board the plane with passengers on board to take this person into custody, as opposed to waiting till everybody got off the plane and then they're standing there waiting. So any word from anyone there as to the severity of this because of the actions?
Yeah, no word about the severity just yet, but you got to understand, one thing that we know is that typically when federal agents make an arrest, they have a good amount of evidence to back it up before they come and make an arrest like this. The fact that this happened in public, the fact that it was on a plane, the fact that they weren't even allowing passengers to deplane before to ensure that they got this suspect in cuffs, those are all kind of clues as to the severity of this. Now, what kind of child sexual abuse materials, we're not sure. We don't know if he was involved in making them, if he had them in his possession. So it's many, many questions left up in the air this morning.
Well, it's got to be crazy just to see that happen right. Right.
It kind of makes me wonder also if obviously they either felt that this person was very dangerous and they needed to go, or also maybe that they were worried that the pilot had received word that this might happen and might make a run for it or something. That's the other thing that crosses my mind.
Yeah, we're reporting here on KTVU.com that Fox News national correspondent Bill Melugin, citing a senior federal source, reports that the co-pilot was arrested by Homeland Security agents on charges of child sex abuse materials here. I just, you know, it would be very shocking for your flight to land. You just want to get off the flight and you see this happen. Tori, you know, it's pretty interesting that, and that, you know, of course, when something like this happens, you know cameras are going to be rolling because people are going to whip out their cameras right away and start taking pictures, right?
Phones everywhere. So you've seen some of that video.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that cell phone video has been kind of circulating around social media. We haven't gotten access to that just yet, but it's very interesting that in the videos that I saw, there were people just with looks of shock on their faces as they saw the agents on board. And those agents did have, according to passengers who spoke with Fox, they did have Homeland Security investigators on some of their vests that they were wearing. So that gave them a little bit of a clue. Now, the fact that there were two different agencies involved in this arrest also kind of shows you a little bit more about how severe of a situation this is. I mean, it's not something they were willing to play around with at all. And one other thing I was looking into this morning, guys, was the Delta Pilot Handbook. Now, obviously, we don't know the veracity of these claims just yet, but the Delta Pilot Handbook does have pretty clear rules about misconduct, whether on duty or off. So that is something else that we should look into in the coming weeks.
Yeah, it's something like what we have, you know.
Right.
We have to deal with the same thing. We have in our contracts, you know, behaving, you know, outside of, you know, what's normal behavior. So, you know, a lot of companies do this.
And certainly these charges sound very serious, and we're getting some preliminary details that we're not going to share at this point. But
still working, working through that.
That's a little when you're talking about off-duty. You know,
but still, you know,
there's certain things that you're thinking,
for us,
right?
You know, like
you're not going to worry about. But this sounds
going out in public and acting stupid. You know, that's in our work manual or for us.
Right. Exactly.
So, but this is, you know, a whole other level of stuff. But Tori Gaines reporting for us live at the airport. Tori, thank you so much. Well, you have an update coming up on our new newscast, and we're going to, of course, keep following this story and try to gather as much information as possible. Yeah. And turn that over.
That's an interesting
report that over to you for sure.
Someone's going viral online right now with that video that they got on board that plane.
Oh, for sure, for sure. All right, tourism in California, where people in California are going to be visiting, and also an interesting video coming off of BART. Someone's doing something crazy on BART. Well, it's not crazy. It's pretty interesting. We're going to have much more on that coming up right after this. All right, so we're halfway through the summer, of course. People are getting ready and still, you know, planning travel destinations. And a new report came out, according to Google, the attractions that will be absolutely packed this summer. And one of them is Universal Studios tops the list with 101,667 monthly Google searches. In-state attractions account for almost all of California's top 10 searched ticket destinations. Walt Disney World, or, you know, is the out-of-state destination here. And SeaWorld down in San Diego.
I've been to all of these places. So you want to ask me any questions? I've been to all these places.
So here we go. So they ranked it. This ranking: Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farms is second, at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Right.
Great America is also number 4 on the list. SeaWorld San Diego, number 5. Six Flags here, number 6. Legoland, number 7. I don't see the Mario Brothers. I don't see the Mario Brothers.
Well, that's in Universal
Studios. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to say, so there's Jurassic World. So I'm going to tell you,
That's
like,
Universal?
Studios, Jurassic World is there. Mario's still fairly new. They have their Harry Potter world. If you're a Harry Potter fan, it is to die for.
Well,
I've been to incredible.
Actually, I did go to the Harry Potter at Universal in Orlando last summer. I was with someone with a child, and so that's the reason I went. I normally wouldn't have gone to that.
But you'll see people in their 30s running around with the robes and the wands.
And you can buy the wands there too.
Yes.
And if you buy the wand, okay, so this is how much I was in there.
Okay. All right.
So if you buy the wand, you go to different places along in there and wave the wand, and somehow that wand is connected to something, and you will see something happen.
Yes.
It will unlock something.
In the windows, things happen, and it's very fun. And their nighttime show on the castle.
You've seen this?
Oh, it's incredible. Oh gosh, yes.
Your babies aren't that young anymore.
No. But they love this stuff.
Oh, they still love.
And Harry Potter, so they have this. Everybody's different camp, right? The Slytherins, all that, and the.
They had everything. They had everything there. I mean, I could see some of the movies. Yeah.
Well, also I've been bombarded. Like every app that I open, everything, it says, get ready for the ultimate Hollywood experience. Like buy one day, get a second day free. They have a lot of deals going on right now for Universal Studios in particular.
Well, if it's buy one, get one to like Universal or one, I mean, that's
get a second
huge.
Day
get a second
free.
Day free?
Yeah.
I mean, you're saving like a ton of cash not paying for a second day.
Exactly. And Disneyland is celebrating 70 years.
Yeah.
So they have some special things going on. I can see a lot of people wanting to do
I
that.
see people going there. So this list actually comes from the top 10 most searched attraction tickets in California. So these are the This is what people are searching for right now. So if you live here in California, people are searching for out-of-state areas too, like Walt Disney World Resort.
Right.
And I've not been to Disneyland here, but my understanding is that the Walt Disney World Resort I lived in Orlando is much bigger than Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is that my?
I've been to Disney World 2 years ago, and I know they have like the water parks.
It's massive. It's crazy.
It's massive.
I mean, I lived in Orlando, so they're there, and they're competing with Universal, and they're all the little smaller parks right around it. All the different fun things that you can do.
Californians, Disneyland's the OG.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disneyland's it.
I always wondered.
So people want to see the classic.
Yeah.
There's Disneyland, and then California Adventure certainly. Combined with that, but I think Universal Studios is kind of the hot ticket right now.
It is the #1 search for thing. Yeah, 101.
I'd like to go. I want to see Mario.
Well, Mario, I'm kind of down with that because I played. That was my first video game.
And then there's the Minions.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much love. SeaWorld, I will say, like just to give my little personal thing, Legoland versus SeaWorld. Legoland is relaxing and fun. SeaWorld is like, you got to be on it. Okay, we want to make the whale show.
The different shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to. Let's go. Right. It's kind of a little crazier.
All right, before we wrap up, I want to show you a pretty fun video because this was popping up in my IG all yesterday, and someone put it in our in-house messaging system like, what is going on here? Take a look at this video taken from TikTok. Someone was on BART and posted, BART Air, someone with a cart, right, like a beverage cart that you would normally see on an airplane. And they're going around giving service to people that are riding BART.
Oh, she has the scarf and the hat
the whole scarf and everything. And there's a steward and a stewardess going down the line. I don't know what this is about, but Pam, you came up with a great explanation about what this is about. Tell folks who are watching why you think someone's doing this on BART.
My theory, I always try to figure out, what is their motive? What's their motivation? My theory is they're hoping to go viral, right? And they're going to be sponsored.
It's a great idea to go viral.
They start handing out, Poppy. Next thing you know, they got a collab going.
You know what? You nailed it. Because I'm like, why is someone doing this? Why? I don't understand it.
It's to get followers.
Yeah, it's to get followers.
It's very fun.
Smart. But that was pretty cool. BART area, you get your card on there, you give out. I think they gave out hot towels too. Because it was all over. It was like on different social media posts yesterday on IG, and they were giving out the hot towels like getting first class.
So fun.
Isn't that cool?
I love it.
That's good. I hope that goes viral, to be sure.
Yeah. I think it's great. People could use a little smile on BART. You're heading to work, you're heading to work, you're doing the grind, right?
Yeah, you see something like this fun come by.
A little hot towel.
For sure. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching Take Two today. We'll have much more coming up on the next newscast coming up at noon, but stay tuned on Fox Local. We've got
Welcome to Making Sense of AI Together. the podcast that explores how artificial intelligence is reshaping our everyday lives. I'm Claudine Wong, journalist and news anchor.
And I'm Lisa Bernard, a former TV journalist, now creating AI content on my Instagram channel, Demystify AI. Each week, we break down the buzz, cut through the hype, and help you make sense of the AI that's becoming part of your world.
And if you liked that intro, yes, AI helped us write it. We are putting it all to the test. All right, everyone. Great conversation we have in store for you today.